One night a week in Australia's biggest city, there's a long queue. Not to get into a bar or a restaurant, but for a pair of shoes or a jacket. People from all walks of life waiting patiently, a sad sign of our cost of living crisis.
Where have you been? You've been playing up. You're on a special coffee. I mean, how are you? You all right?
It's more like a family, and it gives people more confidence in themselves that they're someone to talk to.
It's not unusual to see a lineup in Sydney's CBD, but this one's here every week, and it keeps getting longer.
These are probably the only things I have at the moment. So.
Are you coping okay?
Yeah, definitely. Only just, but yeah. But yeah, these people here, it's a bit like Christmas, isn't it? Like that sort of thing. Yeah, they're so grateful and so helping. Yeah, it's always amazing.
At the end of the line is a ute full of bags, and inside are free, clean outfits. They're mainly brand new clothes, which no one here can afford to buy.
When you're homeless, there is no such thing as good clothes, because those clothes go rotten. They get stolen.
Our view is that there's nothing different between someone who's homeless and someone who's housed, apart from a key to a safe place at night.
Olga and Chris come here with their clothes every Tuesday night. What they've created is heartwarming, but at the same time, incredibly sad.
You've done it, Darren. You've finally got him. That's it.
We just went out to Woolloomooloo one night and offered clothing to people, and we haven't stopped. And that's our story. Did you get anything in the truck, my guy?
It's a story which now stretches 6 years, but it's really only just beginning.
He's a bit of a celebrity, this gentleman, towards people that are homeless. They look up to him as a person, a special person in people's lives.
We love the people in this space. We hate the way the space has been perceived and how it's set up, and we just want to change it.
Pass It On, as it's known, takes from the top end of town and gives to those who've fallen to the bottom. The policy is simple: no rips, no stains, no tears.
Before we start tonight, we tell everyone who's with us, we have to be the best half hour of the day or the week. And what we mean by that is the well-being of that person is almost more important than the clothing.
The queue starts long before the clothes arrive. My name's Nat.
Yeah, I work for it's a pleasure to meet you. Yeah.
And what's your name?
Jeff.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff, do you come here often?
I'm a homeless brother, so yeah, I come here on every Tuesday night.
Mate, what do these clothes mean to you?
Yeah, they mean a lot, everything to me, sort of thing. I've lost everything. I've been homeless for about probably 18 months. I've lost everything. My job, where I was living at. I brought a car to live in, and my car was stolen from
Well, it gives me a self-esteem, makes me have self-esteem, gives me an adrenaline rush.
They love it because they get to wear what they want in their size, and I suppose what that gives them is a little bit of control over their life, you know.
Yeah, it makes me feel, that I'm doing something for someone that is in desperate need.
Olga and Chris say they've never worked harder. Pass It On now goes to 5 different locations. There's even shop fronts, and soon they'll launch an academy to train and employ those who accept their clothes. But at the end of the day, there's only so much they can do. We hear all this talk about current cost of living crisis, and given you've been doing this over 6 years, have you seen this problem get worse?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, by 10x. I mean, we were 11 pieces on our first service. We do 1,000 a week now.
And he's given me beautiful jackets that the millionaires couldn't even afford to buy.
In a country which prides itself on a fair go for all, this is a striking illustration of the Great Divide. A line not only in the heart of Sydney's CBD, but one that's literally on the doorstep of the Reserve Bank of Australia. As for those politicians who could really make a difference here, they're just a 2-minute walk down the road.
Do they turn a blind eye? They've never looked. They've walked past us for 6 years. Right? They don't care.
If 2 people can make this much difference, it makes you wonder what we could do as a nation.
Everyone's human. Everyone deserves a go. You know, it doesn't matter what the situation is, because for all we know, you could be in the, you know, one of the homeless, or even you were you. You know, no one can say we can never be homeless.
Every conversation was built around if you come back, if you do this, if you do this. And I remember speaking to Olga one day on the way home and saying, do you find it odd that that happens? And we realised that everyone had been let down so often that we couldn't do that. So we never miss a service. Like, we have not missed a service. Rain, hail or shine, it doesn't matter. We will be here and we'll provide clothing. And that consistency, I think, has garnered respect from the community, and it also shows them we care.
We've got to let you go and try these clothes on, yeah?
Definitely, brother. Have a good night.
Put them in your bag so you don't lose them.
Definitely, brother.
Yeah.
Have a good night, brother.
Yeah, no, you too.
Yeah, same to you, Chief.
You stay safe and warm, yeah?
Yeah, definitely, brother. Same to you, buddy. Take care.
Okay.
Thanks, fellas. Have a good night, eh?
Wow, great work by really great people there. And Pass It On relies on donations from clothing companies. If you can help, please get in touch. Right now the need is socks and jocks.